Greetings, everyone. Well, as most of you know, I'm pretty much all about sci-fi and horror and fantasy and that sort of thing, but I'm also all about a good cop show or a good detective show or something like that. So today I wanted to show you a collection that I picked up fairly cheaply from, released by the fine folks at Mill Creek. Which is just fantastic. And I think if you're a fan of the sort of crime drama genre, as I am, this is one you might want to check out. So let's head over to the DVD shelf and see which one I'm talking about. So as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Mill Creek and just all the wonderful budget collections they've been bringing our way. And not just shovelware. I mean, yeah, they got the shovelware collections of, obscure movies and whatnot. And even those are good because they have a lot of movies that you just can't get in any other way, which is great. But in addition to that, one of the things they recently got into was, of course, TV shows and cartoons and stuff like that. And they've been releasing and re-releasing a lot of stuff that has been highly sought after by collectors for a very long time. And best of all, really cheap. One of the things they recently got the rights to was a good chunk of the Stephen J. Cannell library. Now, Stephen Cannell is a name that should be familiar to anybody who grew up in the 70s and 80s. I mean, it was like him and Glenn Larson were sort of the big two guys writing like all the major TV shows. Like Glenn Larson did a lot of the sci-fi and action-adventure stuff. Stephen Cannell was like the crime drama guy, and he did like some of the best and most fondly remembered crime dramas in history. A little bit of sci-fi as well, but mostly the crime drama stuff. So, when I saw this particular collection from Mill Creek, I just couldn't pass it up, especially when I saw what was on it. There's a lot of stuff on here that's never been released before in any form, and I just love the way they decided to do this. What am I talking about? Well, let's head over to the crime drama shelf and take a look. The Primetime Crime Collection. That's right. Primetime Crime. 40 hours of classic, mostly 80s crime drama. A lot of stuff on here that's never been released before, as well as tasters of a lot of shows that Mill Creek has released in other sets in complete form. So let's take a look at it today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, so the Primetime Crime Collection from Mill Creek Entertainment. This is one heck of a set. I mean, if you grew up with crime dramas in the 80s and early 90s, you're just going to be in seventh heaven with this collection. I mean, it's got some terrific obscure shows on there, a lot of short-lived shows that didn't make it past a season. And it's also got samplers of a lot of other notable shows from around the same era. Stephen J. Cannell was the man for crime drama back in the day, and everybody knows the outro that ends off any show that he worked on, where he's typing away madly at the typewriter and then rips the piece of paper out and throws it, and then it forms the C in Cannell. Yeah, everybody knows that one. But anyway, he wrote so much stuff over the years, and a lot of it is very fondly remembered. As a matter of fact, one of them was 21 Jump Street, which of course recently got a big screen remake, reimagining, revamping, and stuff like that. So let's take a look at what's on this particular collection. Now, we've talked about a lot of Mill Creek's movie collections in the past, such as, I'm a big fan of their spaghetti western collections and their sword and sandal collections and stuff like that, and I'd really like to get my hands on some of their sci-fi and horror ones as well, and some of their drive-in cinema ones, things like that. Apparently there's a lot of gold to be found in those collections. Well, the Primetime Crime Collection is kind of like the TV show equivalent of those multi-movie packs. The difference is these are all taken from original 1-inch broadcast master tapes, and as such, the quality I think you'll find is a little bit more consistent on this collection. Now, being Mill Creek, of course, they do cram quite a few episodes per disc. You're looking at about, usually 4 or 5 episodes per disc, sometimes 6. So yeah, you're not going to get like the most stellar quality. It is a little bit soft, but I mean it's perfectly watchable. Sound comes through loud and clear and everything. It's quite good, and I think you'll find it's a lot better than a lot of their movie collections that are from, shall we say, questionable quality prints a lot of the time. So yeah, so from the few shows that I've watched on this set so far, I was quite impressed, and I was quite pleased with the quality overall. It's about what I expected for shows from that era. So let's see what we've got. Well, first off, we'll take a look at the packaging. We have a total of, I think, 10 discs. Yes, it's a 10-disc set. You have 54 hour-long episodes of various shows, and we're falling out here. Hold on a second. There we go. 10 discs in the good old paper sleeves. Now, something I should mention about this that I thought was pretty cool is, well, first off, they are single-sided discs, and they have this lovely disc art on each one. There's no insert with it, unfortunately. I know a lot of the movie collections come with inserts and booklets that tell you what's on each disc. This one doesn't have that. However, the disc label, the discs are very clearly labeled as to what is on each one, which is quite nice. The other thing that I thought was actually a nice little attention to detail is the DVD menus on each disc are not just a blanket menu used for the entire set. Each disc actually has a menu that is specific to the shows that are on that disc. So you'll see clips and music from the shows that are on that particular disc, which I thought was a nice little bit of attention to detail. So we'll just take these out for a moment here. So you can see, again, we have all the, they're a little bit out of order because I've been watching some of them. There was a few here that really caught my eye. There was actually a short-lived series from 1989 called Unsub that I really wanted to check out. I vaguely remembered seeing bits of it when it was originally on, and I thought it looked pretty cool. But it came and went so fast that I just never really got the chance to check it out much. It only lasted 9 episodes. Now here's the really cool thing about this set is it features a lot of, as I mentioned, short-lived shows that are kind of obscure, and I gather just would not really warrant an individual release of their own because they just wouldn't, they wouldn't have the kind of attention needed to be, worthwhile. They just wouldn't sell enough, basically. But I really like the idea that Mill Creek did for putting them together in a collection like this, because this way we can still have those old shows, those old short-lived gems that we may or may not remember, in a nice, convenient collection, and for a very affordable price. This set was only $12.99 at Zeller's here in Canada. So yeah, 40 hours, 54 episodes. Let's see what all we got on here. This is okay. So of the 54 episodes, we have 42 episodes from 4 previously unreleased series. So this is 4 complete series sets on here. You have all 18 episodes of Missing Persons, all 7 episodes of Broken Badges, all 9 episodes of Palace Guard, and all 8 episodes of Unsub. If you like CSI and that sort of crime scene investigation type show, Unsub is like one of the earlier versions of that. It's got a very kind of CSI feel to it. But honestly, I actually liked it a little bit better because it didn't go as heavy into the stylization. It just went for really gutsy stories and interesting characters, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And then you have 12 fan favorite episodes. You've got Wise Guy, the original 2-part pilot. You've got The Commish, Suffer the Children, parts 1 and 2. Hunter, Hot Pursuit, parts 1 and 2. Cobra, The Gnome. Greatest American Hero, My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys. 10 Speed and Brown Shoe, Savage Says There's No Free Lunch. Silk Stockings, To Serve and Protect. 21 Jump Street, La Bizca. And Booker, Father's Day. So there you go. And just to read the back here, it says Emmy-winning writer-producer Stephen J. Cannell has experienced a highly successful career spanning 3 decades. He has created or co-created more than 40 shows, of which he scripted more than 450 episodes and produced or executive produced more than 1,500 episodes. This incredible 54-episode collection features some of the greatest moments from TV's most popular crime dramas, as well as big-name stars including Michael Chiklis, Fred Dryer, Jeff Goldblum, Ken Wall, William Catt, Miguel Ferrer, Michael Dudikoff, and Johnny Depp. And yeah, I honestly don't know what more I can say about it. I mean, if you enjoy some quality crime drama like I do, I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, it's just a fantastic collection of some great obscure stuff that you just will not see anywhere else. And this is a perfect example of why I like the Mill Creek collections like this, is because in addition to the familiar stuff, you'll find a lot of unfamiliar stuff there that, you know, you might otherwise never be able to experience. Because I know that these individual complete series shows that are on here are never going to get any kind of individual release. I mean, it's just not going to happen because they're just too obscure. But for people like me who actually remember some of them, you know, it's cool to finally be able to see them in complete form. And yeah, so there you go. The Primetime Crime Collection from Mill Creek Entertainment. Get it, cherish it, love it. I know I do. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. This is kind of like a, you know, we've talked about a lot of Mill Creek's movie collections in the past. You know, as you know, I have their, so where is it here? Right here, actually, we have, oh, and that's on a shelf you can't see. And never mind. We actually have, yeah. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. This is going back up with the cops, shows, fucking blah blah blah.